Hello everyone, and welcome back to this next video as we round out July and head into August. In mid-July, I took a small trip out of town up to Laramie, Wyoming, where I enjoyed a very nice dinner at a steakhouse called the Cavalryman. And let me tell you, it was absolutely delicious. And I was treated to a beautiful sunset on our drive back. But unfortunately, it was back to reality of work. In this particular video, I wanted to kind of bring you along as we follow Paul and what a general day is like for him as a camp host. Yes, one of the most important parts of his job is in fact cleaning toilets. I will do my best to not show anything too scathing in this video. This campground actually gets very high remarks and ratings on our bathrooms for keeping them so clean. Paul does an excellent job of maintaining that standard, as you'll see. And we are off for more cleaning. Paul has to maintain 4 sets of these bathrooms throughout the campground, which takes up a very large portion of his morning before we can then kind of move on to cleaning the actual campsites themselves. Coming around this bend is actually close to our walk-in tent site area. Each of these sites have a spectacular view. Maybe I'll be able to film it at some point and show you. In between cleaning, I try to help Paul by writing out our weekly placards for all of our tent sites and RV sites. Here's Paul cleaning a site that our campers actually left in fairly decent shape. Not all of these sites take a very long time to clean, just depends on who's there before we get there. In this case, all Paul had to do is just a little bit of raking and just cleaning up some wood debris. However, on this campsite, we have wood debris, but not in a very good sense. Somebody was trying to burn a ginormous log in the small fire pit, and also left a fairly hot fire pit when they left, which is a very common occurrence, sadly. They also left some debris on the picnic tables and some mud and footprints as well, which you'll see Paul clean off here in just a moment. So in this particular morning, we had a very interesting occurrence. We had a neighborhood bear decide to visit many of our campers overnight. And so that took up a good chunk of our morning in dealing with incident reports and getting stories from everyone, and also contacting our local game and wildlife officials to report it. Once we were done, Vinny had plenty of our attention. Don't worry. Usually come afternoon or evening, I'm whipping up something for dinner. This was one of the recipes I filmed, which was a green curry. I'm posting just the cooking process in case anyone's interested. It actually turned out really good, even though it doesn't look so spectacular. And come evening time, we are back out on it doing more rounds. Paul has to check all of the bathrooms to make certain that there is toilet paper available, nobody's left any major messes, and that sort of fun stuff. And one more item we have to take care of is cleaning out all of the feed boxes, or what they call the Iron Rangers. From here, we take all of that information. I have to log it, and we make sure everything's taken care of for the evening. And then finally, we get to enjoy our evening and relax. And this is usually when we take those daily evening walks to look at the sunset and just enjoy life in general. A separate sunset that we were able to capture as well. And with that, it wraps up this short video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and hopefully I'll have some more content to share with you very shortly. Take care, my friends.